From procrastination to triumph, a journey fueled by motivation. Imagine a student named Alex. It's the night before a major exam. His textbooks lay open, filled with complex formulas and theories, but Alex is nowhere near studying. Instead, he's glued to his phone, scrolling through social media, his anxiety growing with each passing minute. This is a classic example of procrastination fueled by a lack of motivation. The task seems daunting, the pressure is mounting, and the allure of distractions is strong. However, something shifts within Alex. He remembers why he chose this path. He visualizes his goals and the satisfaction of accomplishing something challenging. This spark of internal drive pushes him to put down his phone and dive into his studies. He breaks down the material into smaller, manageable chunks. He uses colorful diagrams and flashcards to make learning more engaging. Hours later, as the first rays of dawn peek through the window, Alex closes his books, feeling a sense of accomplishment wash over him. This transformation from procrastination to triumph highlights the incredible power of motivation. It's the driving force that propels us forward, even when faced with obstacles and distractions. But what exactly is motivation, and where does it come from? Unmasking motivation, it's more than willpower. Many believe that motivation is simply a matter of willpower, a brute force effort to overcome laziness and achieve our goals. This is a misconception. Motivation runs much deeper, rooted in the complex workings of our minds. It's about understanding the why behind our actions and tapping into the desires, values, and aspirations that fuel our drive. Think of it like this. Willpower is like a muscle. It can be strengthened with practice, but it can also become fatigued and depleted over time. Motivation, on the other hand, is like the energy source that powers that muscle. When we're genuinely motivated, it's not a matter of forcing ourselves to act, it's about aligning our actions with our inner compass. Intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation, the two sides of the coin. To understand motivation, we need to distinguish between its two main types, intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation stems from within. It's the joy of doing something for its own sake, the satisfaction of pursuing a passion or interest. Think of a child deeply engrossed in building a Lego masterpiece, an artist losing themselves in the flow of creation, or an athlete pushing their limits for the sheer love of the sport. These are all examples of intrinsic motivation in action. Extrinsic motivation, on the other hand, comes from external factors. It's driven by rewards, recognition, or the avoidance of punishment. Imagine someone studying hard to get good grades, an employee working overtime for a promotion, or a person exercising solely to lose weight. These actions are motivated by external outcomes rather than inherent enjoyment. While both types of motivation can be effective, research has shown that intrinsic motivation is often more powerful and sustainable in the long run. When we're intrinsically motivated, we're more likely to persevere through challenges, experience greater creativity, and achieve higher levels of performance. Section 4. The Power Within: Autonomy, Competence, and Relatedness. In their groundbreaking research, psychologists Edward Deci and Richard Ryan developed the self-determination theory, which sheds light on the key ingredients of intrinsic motivation. According to this theory, 3 innate psychological needs drive our intrinsic motivation: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Autonomy refers to our desire for control and choice in our own lives. When we feel a sense of ownership over our actions and decisions, we're more likely to be motivated and engaged. Competence is the need to feel capable and effective in our endeavors. We thrive on challenges that allow us to learn, grow, and master new skills. Relatedness is the longing for connection and belonging with others. When we feel a sense of community and support, we're more likely to feel motivated and fulfilled. Section 5. Fueling Your Drive: Practical Tips for Enhanced Motivation. Understanding the psychology of motivation is crucial, but how can we apply this knowledge to enhance our own motivation and that of others? Here are some practical, research-based tips. Set clear, meaningful goals. Having a clear sense of direction is paramount. Break down large goals into smaller, more manageable steps to make them feel less daunting. A Harvard study found that students who set specific, challenging goals performed significantly better than those with vague or easy goals. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge and celebrate your accomplishments along the way, no matter how small. This reinforces positive behavior and keeps you motivated. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people we surround ourselves with can significantly impact our motivation. Seek out supportive, encouraging individuals who inspire and uplift you. By understanding the psychological underpinnings of motivation, we can tap into our inner drive, set ourselves up for success, and lead more fulfilling lives.